Welcome to DigiPlay Space, an award-winning exhibition of the world's most innovative interactive installations, video games, creative robotics, mobile media, and more. For 6 weeks, these internationally acclaimed artists present their works here at TIFF Bell Lightbox.
The idea with Lucid is to create this strange shape, hopefully something that kids have never seen before. We wanted to really make something that would surprise them, that make it something very interesting for them to play with. There's something more than technology here. There's something more than an object, and maybe there's a bit of life to it.
We're always looking after the essence of the relationship between the user and the art piece and the object.
So Forest is a large-scale, hands-on art installation, and it's based on kind of a luminous flow of light that kind of comes up from the ground through these strands and through these spinners that you actually physically touch. And it might remind you of a forest, it might remind you of the way energy moves through plants, but it's really up to your interpretation to find out how to interact with the piece.
So the collaboration at Ryerson included 26 students working on all different aspects, from painting the materials and cutting and assembling and soldering together electronics and placing all of those components really carefully according to Mica specifications, and then ultimately delivering that work to TIFF here at the Lightbox.
Headrush is a holographic 3D action game that stimulates physical exercise. It's a two-player multiplayer game. It's a race, and you're basically flying through the 3D world and trying to physically dodge whatever is coming straight at you in holographic 3D.
So Build-A-Bot is all about kids learning to problem solve by inventing and making something. Kids can take these modules out of the box and they can make a robot faster than they can make a sandwich. You're literally just piecing things together faster than Legos even. And so kids have this interactive experience that allows them to start thinking in those ways without having to be intimidated or lose any motivation by not knowing those things.
640 by 480 is a light installation. It's made out of interactive physical pixels. One of the first ways they interact is by moving the pixels around. You just grab it and move it, very physical, pretty straightforward. The other one is you can touch it to change colors. And then another way is if you touch one of them, you then touch another one, you can transfer colors. And the pixels really use your body to do that. We're not sending colors to each other through some wireless network. We're literally using your body as the wire that transfers information. I think that the technology in a way taps into that kind of human need to draw and create.
Pop and Lock Dance Machine is an interactive stop-motion experience.
In it, you get to dance even if you don't know how, using an old technique called stop-motion animation.
The kids stand with the characters we've designed, and we take pictures frame by frame, but the kids really get a feel of what stop motion is because they're actually moving their bodies, so they can feel it from frame to frame, and then when they see the end result, it's a totally magical experience.
In the Toto Sound Lab, we're experimenting with music and technology by building musical instruments with this friendly little circuit board called a Toto. One of the really exciting things about a Toto is this capacitive sensing that allows you to make surfaces interactive by measuring the amount of capacitance, and then once you touch that material, that amount of capacitance increases. So we've got some cardboard instruments, we've got a cardboard piano, we've got some Play-Doh you can make with. Generally, stuff that's really easy to find, but once you combine them with a little bit of tape, a little bit of aluminium foil, it turns into an exciting instrument.
So the Bubblecam is the first spherical camera. A full spherical experience allows you to step into a place and feel like you're actually there. You want to see everything. Well, that extended to a lot of different areas, like education. Like at the DigiPlay Space, we started to realize that kids would want to have that immersive experience as well.
Touch the Beat is an interactive experience that allows kids to come in with no previous musical knowledge and start DJing right away. So we've used a infrared touchscreen which projects an image onto the screen and allows the user to press buttons that are synced to a computer, and it allows kids to come in and just start making music from the beat to the synths to the sounds, and it's really quite amazing to watch kids' faces light up when they start making music.
Being the Scene Take Two gives kids an opportunity to put themselves into a variety of locations using the simple yet powerful technology of green screen. The green screen gives kids an opportunity to experiment with the classic filmmaking technique, but do it in a space that's a lot like an arcade. They can just play. It's a great way to collide a classic filmmaking tool, one that's been around for many, many years, with a group of kids that are used to every kind of media interacting with their daily lives.
Hitchbot is a 3 feet tall, Wellington-wearing, trivia-loving, tweeting, hitchhiking robot from Port Credit, Ontario, created by researchers as an artist and social experiment to see if robots can trust humans. So Hitchbot traveled across Canada this past summer, 26 days, over 6,000 kilometers, and 19 rides. You can ask Hitchbot about many different things, and Hitchbot's wealth of knowledge comes from its Wikipedia interface. So you can ask Hitchbot any question you'd like, and Hitchbot most likely will have a pretty kooky answer.
Amusing Wonderland is a relaxing, brainwave reactive animated setting for kids to be able to explore with their minds and see how things change, all with the power of their mind.
Talk Like a Robot is an audio interactive display which you can talk into a microphone and sound just like a robot, and you can also see a waveform on a screen at the same time. Well, the way it works is there's a vocoder inside, which basically takes your voice, cuts out the tone, and replaces it with a different tone, in this case, a robot-y sounding tone. He has eyes, and his eyes can look left and right and up and down, and he has a surprise expression whenever he hears sounds in different areas.
Sago Mini Fairy Tales and Friends takes the Sago Mini app experience and brings it into the real world with our interactive fairy door. It's a very simple interaction. Open the door, and every time you open, you get a different little animation. So we've got 28 animations in total. They're completely randomized. So every time you play with the door, you get a different play experience.